In this video, we're going to make a few changes to our tasks so that we can nest these under projects. First thing we're going to do is open up our task controller and put in here projects and then : task controller. And this is necessary because if without this you'll get an error and it'll say, hey, your task controller needs to be nested under projects. And so that's the way we have it set up here. Next thing we're going to do, we want to make a before action that lets projects be available to pretty much all of the different methods that are here. So I'm going to say set task, project, and I'm going to say for show. I'm also going to say for new, and I'm going a little overkill here. In a production application, I probably clean this up a little bit, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to do it for all of the public methods. So those are all there, and now I'm come down to the bottom and say set project. Now with this, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to say project equals project find, and it's going to be params again, but this time it's not going to be ID. It's actually going to be project ID. Okay, so what this is going to do, it's going to go into the URL structure, which if you remember back on what our URL is going to look like, it's going to be something like .com/projects5/tasks2. And so right here, it's going to take this project ID right here of 5, go in the database and find that specific project. And then it's going to store it in the instance variable and make it available here. The last spot that we have to change in here is going to be the inside of the create method. So I'm going to say task.project ID and set this equal to project.id. And so what this is doing, we have access project because of our before action. It's going to grab the ID and then it's going to set that equal to it's going to set the project ID equal to that in the actual task. So this is how we're going to be able to get away with it without, if you go back to our form, you go back to form right here, you'll see we don't have a project ID. So how will the form know about it, or how will we know about it? It's because we're actually putting this behind the scenes in the back end and making it happen in the create method before the save occurs. So that's how we're setting that up. Now in the form, we have to make one change. We not only need this form for the task, but we actually need it for an array for the project and the task. So now this is available to us. So that's all good. That's everything we need on the form. On the edit method, we just need to render the form out. So I'm going to say render form. Then I'm going to copy and paste this, save, hit new, hit save, and that's everything we need to do. So in the next video, we'll keep on going through some of the final things we need to integrate the form and the nesting into our project in the application itself.